best and worst of the weekend. We'll get to your phone calls coming up. He's the freshly minted Heisman Trophy winner, Robert Griffin III, back on the show. Where is that trophy right now, Robert?
Oh, it's right here. You want me to knock on it for you?
Yeah, take the phone and bang on it.
All right.
Ooh.
There you go.
That is solid. It's a lot heavier than you thought. I saw you picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's not that bad. I can do about, 5 sets of 20 on dumbbell curls with it. So.
Was there a party after the Heisman ceremony?
Not really. A lot of media attention right afterwards, and then I took all the Heisman finalists out.
Did you take the Heisman with you?
No, we did not.
Oh, you have to do that just to put it there to remind them.
No, that'd be a little bad. We'd probably get jacked up or something. So.
Did you pick up the tab taking the Heisman finalists down?
Yes, I did. All those guys are winners in my opinion, so we all had fun.
Who was the biggest eater among the finalists?
The biggest eater?
Yeah.
Shucks. Probably, Trent. He's a bigger guy. He needs to refuel to get all those muscles working.
Who was the funniest guy out of the group?
Excluding myself from that, I think Trent was the funniest in my opinion. Me and him clicked real well. He's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, people said that you were funny, that you were playful. But does that come natural?
Yeah, I think it does come natural. I think, a lot of the nation doesn't get to see us as regular people. So for me, whenever I can kid around and joke around and lighten the mood, I try to make sure I do that. Don't do it too often because it can get annoying, but just enough to where it's just right.
Do you have the socks from the Heisman Trophy ceremony? We were hoping we were getting something from the ceremony.
Yeah, I still have those socks.
Okay. Are we getting something?
Why? Did you guys want those socks?
Well, we wanted something for the man cave. I mean,
we can talk about it. I don't think we can talk about it right now, right this second, but we'll work something out.
All right. This help you make your decision, staying or going, a little easier?
No, not at all. I mean, it doesn't sway me either way, whether we want it or not. I'm still going to just, sit down at the end of the year, talk to the coaches about it, and see what we feel is the best thing to do.
Yeah, but you're going to be a top 15 pick. How can you turn that down? You already won your Heisman, right?
Yes.
So, come on, you should go.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe I'll call you up and you can give me some advice on what.
No, my advice is right here. You've done an unbelievable job. You're engaged. Get ready to get married. You got your Heisman, got your degree, and I think it's time to. I'd love, as a selfish college football fan, for you to stay. It's time for you to go.
Well, thank you for that, and I'll sit there and I'll talk to my parents as well, and we'll see what happens. I'll let you know.
What are you doing tonight?
Doing the Letterman show, and we got the big dinner with all the rest of the Heisman winners.
Wait, are you doing top 10 or you get to sit down in the chair?
I don't know yet. They said you've been on there, so maybe you can give me some advice on what I should do.
Okay, Dave doesn't talk to you beforehand.
Okay.
So don't look for Dave to come in and warm you up a little bit. So,
all right.
Okay, but that would be first thing. And second thing, it's very, very, very cold in that studio.
Okay, I got you.
It's going to be, what's the coldest place that you play?
That I've ever played? Probably UConn.
It's a little colder than UConn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be about 40 degrees in that studio.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
You almost can see your breath.
Why is it so cold?
That's what he likes. He likes to keep people awake. So it's cold in there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be prepared.
Will you go Heisman pose tonight on Letterman?
I think you have to. You win the award, you only get a chance to. There's only one guaranteed chance that you'll be on Letterman, so you got to strike the pose. Who's
the pro quarterback? If we're looking at how you would project into the NFL, who do you think you play like or plays like you?
Like I've said many times, I try to add my own flavor to the mix of things, but I think it's a good combination of the elusiveness of Michael Vick, the ability to extend the play like Randall Cunningham did in his prime. And, I try to stand tall in the pocket like Tom Brady and try to, fool defenses with play action like Peyton Manning. So those are a lot of great names. Hopefully I can, live up to being as good as they were or even better. But right now I'm just trying to focus on being a Baylor Bear.
How tough was it? You grow up in a military household. What, both parents Army sergeants?
Yeah, both in the military. And discipline was a huge thing. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. And you make sure you stick to your word. So that's what I've tried to do.
But what was it like? Is your dad yelling at you like a drill sergeant would?
No, not really. You know, my parents, they always told me that me and my two sisters would never go into the military, so it wasn't that they were yelling at us. But my dad, once I explained to him at a young age that I wanted to be an athlete, you know, he took that to heart, and he's done everything under his power to help me be the best athlete I can. So, and you know, mom's a mom. They love you, and they're going to try to make sure that you're okay and that dad's not pushing you too hard.
Bang on the Heisman one more time before I let you go.
All right, here you go.
Have fun tonight. Congratulations, Robert.
No problem. Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
Robert Griffin III, Baylor quarterback. Got Letterman coming up tonight. He picked up that Heisman. And Heisman's about 36, 37 pounds, I think. It's heavier than what you think. Maybe it's lighter than what he thought. But it was deserving. He had a great year. And I thought he was the most valuable player in college football for what he did with that program. Can make the argument Andrew Luck last year. And Andrew Luck was in a tough position. But when you come back after we've already seen it, the expectations were so high. And imagine the expectations for Andrew Luck going into the pros. Matt Barkley, Robert Griffin III, it's a good time to go into the NFL for them. Because everybody's going to focus on Andrew Luck. And he's going to the Colts. Robert Griffin III, you might go to a team where you get to sit a year. Matt Barkley. Maybe Matt Barkley, Redskins quarterback. You get to, although I would not want to go to that organization, but you get that opportunity where maybe you ease into it. Andrew Luck comes in and has got to put up better numbers than Cam Newton. Right away, the bar's been set up there. But Robert Griffin III, by all accounts, going to be a first-round top 15 pick. You agree, McLovin? Is he going to be higher than that?
Yeah, I think higher. I think top 5, but I think he'd be number 1 overall if he stayed a year.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, Luck, Sam Bradford, those guys really didn't need to stay, and they stayed at number 1, most likely.
But I think the program that they had, Bradford was playing for Oklahoma. Stanford was still a good team. Baylor doesn't do this. You know, they posted 9 wins. It doesn't happen.
You know, but doesn't he sound like one of these guys who loves college?
Well, but he's graduated, he's engaged. It just sounds like he's got this progression that this is what I set out to do, I'm doing it. The only reason why I would think he would come back is his parents would say, complete what you started. Well, he got his degree. Now he's going to go to grad school, working on his master's, maybe.
Right, but remember this time last year we were like, there's no way Luck stays.
Well, I didn't think you could pass up that money because I knew that there was going to be this salary cap for rookies. They were going to try to slot them, and you get that opportunity to be number 1. You're going to go to a team that will cater the team to you, but he valued the education, the experience, the chance to win the Heisman and compete for a national championship. I applaud him for that. And I don't think that he has any reservations, any second thoughts or doubts about that. But I do think if you look at Matt Leinart, and you look at Vince Young. Vince Young left right after the national title game. Matt Leinart came back to take ballroom dancing. Then we saw him, and then people said he's not as good as what he was. Or maybe he really wasn't that good after all. He played for a great team. I think Barkley shows me more. With what he did under those circumstances, what he did, Robert Griffin III, even Luck coming back, didn't have great wide receivers. He had the focal point of the nation on him. They focused on what he was doing, not doing. Guys then started to chip away at him a little bit. But he did the right thing for him. And I applaud him. I don't think there's a wrong answer in that. If he decided to go pro, great. If he decides to stay, it's his decision. And that's the only one who matters in this whole process.